Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You are welcome to today's episode of Echoes from the Minbar. Today in our Juma khutbah, we analyzed a statement attributed to Imām Ash-Shāfi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala, that on one occasion a man came and said, "Oh Imām Ash-Shāfi'i, man aqalu nas?" Who is the most intelligent of people? A very simple and straightforward question. Imām Ash-Shāfi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala, responded with 5 points, which are germane to our living as Muslims. Our columnist, the most intelligent of people, is man taraka dunya qabla an tatruka. He who abandons the life of this world before is abandoned by it. Because the fact remains that these two things are going to happen to every one of us. The dunya abandoning us and we abandoning the dunya. So it's going to happen la mahala. But the question is, which one is going to happen first? Because whatever happens first will trigger the second one. Are you going to abandon the life of this world before it abandons you? Or would you allow the life of this world to abandon you? And the painful part is this. If the dunya abandons you, it means that after being hailed as probably a rich person or a famous person, then suddenly people withdraw from you, suddenly becoming an entity. It means that the dunya has left you behind. The dunya has left you and moved on to someone else. So we have seen people, we have seen dynasties that have become history. We have seen people that were hailed yesterday, but today they were nailed. So which one is going to happen first? Which one are you going to allow to happen first? Would you allow the dunya to abandon you so that from a somebody you becoming nobody? Or would you abandon the dunya so that you can retain and maintain your honor and value? It is up to you. The second thing Imam Shafi'i mentioned was وَأَرِضَ رَبَّهُ قَبْلَ أَنْ يَلْقَى. The most intelligent person is he who pleases his Lord even before he meets his Lord. The Messenger of Allah said, whoever is happy to meet Allah, Allah is always happy to meet him. Man ahabba liqa Allahi, ahabba Allahu liqa'ahu. Wa man kariha liqa Allah, kariha Allahu liqa'ahu. Whoever is pleased is happy to meet Allah, Allah is also happy and pleased to meet him. Whoever hates to meet Allah, Allah also hates to meet him. Now, what does it mean to please your Lord before meeting him? It means to be steadfast and up and doing, to be firm in his worship, in your belief in the oneness of Allah, your obedience to Allah and his messenger, among other things. So when you do all of these things, Allah will be pleased with you. And when Allah is pleased with you, it means that you will meet Allah biqalbin salim, like Allah says in the Quran, illa man atallaha biqalbin salim. So the only people that will meet Allah on the day of judgment and Allah will be pleased with them, Allah will look at their faces, He will smile at their faces, and will put them in Jannah, are those who strive hard in this dunya to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even before the day of judgment, when everyone shall surely meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third thing Imam Shafi'i mentioned was وَأَنَارَ قَبْرَهُ قَبْلَ أَنْ يَسْكُنَ. The most intelligent person, the smartest of all people, is he who has lightened up his grave before he is buried in there. The grave is the awwal manazil al-akhirah. Messenger of Allah said, the graveyard is the first of the stations of the afterlife. And the grave is a shallow pit, it is dark, and it is fearsome. So as a Muslim, what you need to do is to lighten your grave with your good deeds even before you're buried in it. The Messenger of Allah said, when a man dies, 3 things follow him to the grave, 2 things return immediately, only 1 remains. His wealth follows him to the grave. His family follow him to the grave. His deeds follow him to the grave. But both his wealth and his family would return. None of them would remain with him for the next 24 hours. Everybody will turn back to their destinations. His wealth will become an estate to be inherited by his heirs, his children and wife and parents, whoever he has left behind. The only thing that will be left for the Muslim in the grave are his deeds. And these are what the angels are going to ask you about. So the only way you can lighting up your grave, you can put nur in your grave, is by doing abundance of righteous deeds and seeking Allah's forgiveness from your ill deeds. The fourth thing Imam Shafi mentioned was صَلَّى الْجَمَاعَةَ قَبْلَ أَن تُصَلَّى عَلَيْهِ. The most intelligent person is he who observes Salat in congregation before Salat is observed on him as a mayyit. Everybody is going to die. La mahala. You die whether you like it or not. And when you die, Salatul Janaza is a fard, is a compulsory prayer that must be performed by a section of the Muslim community on the deceased Muslim. So before the Salat is observed on you, Jama'atan, you must observe Salat in Jama'ah, because observing Salat in Jama'ah is an obligatory duty on male Muslims. Females are exempted. If they wish, they can observe in Jama'ah, but it is not compulsory on them. But as a man, it is compulsory on you to observe Salat in Jama'ah. So what makes you an intelligent man is that before this day, before the day you die and will be placed in front of an imam to observe Salat al-Janaza, observe Salat in congregation. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "لو يعلم الناس ما في الأذان والصف الأول ثم لم يجدوا إلا أن يستهموا عليه لاستهموا ولو علموا ما في التهجير لاستبقوا إليه ولو علموا ما في العتمة والصبح لأتوهما ولو حبوا." And the final thing Imam Shafi mentioned was وَحَاسَبَ نَفْسَهُ قَبْلَ أَنْ يُحَاسَبْ. The most intelligent person is someone who had called himself to account before he is called to account by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that he can evaluate and juxtapose his righteous deeds with his evil deeds, and he would make tawbah and istighfar. It is reported that doing muhasabatu nafs, should be something that one does on a daily basis. That before you retire to bed at night, you reason, you reflect over your actions in the day, look at the righteous deeds you have done, compare them to the evil deeds you have done, and look at the gap so that you seek forgiveness and tawbah before retiring to bed at night. I hope this helps. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi.